Greetings, space travelers. It is time to become space conquerors in this LP because we are going to be
Embrace the swarm.
the swarm of the Cravers, who are cyborg insect swarms who are always hungry and have to eat and kill all the time. They are the most militaristic faction in the game, and we are going to be playing on endless difficulty, the most super hardest one. So our wars will be quite bloody indeed. Look at those humans, pitiful scum in the feeding pits. They will be quite tasty. I can promise you that. So, the Cravers have a number of very useful benefits for
as long as
their military, including they have 2 additional fleet capacity, which is something they get from the beginning of the game. So you see at the start I can have fleets of 6 instead of fleets of 4. Also, we start with 2 scout ships, and not only that, but our scout ships, you see that as of a offensive power of 72. Most of their factions, it's about 35 or 40. Like, our scout ships are about as good as just, you know, the baseline military ships. Now, here's the special deal with the Cravers, right? Is they have what are known as depletion points, right? And each Craver citizen has 1 depletion point. And when a planet's not depleted yet, they get 50% more yields from it. It says plus 150%, but that's not a total of 250%. It's just 50% more, so it's 150% yields, right? So it's a 50% increase. But they start depleting a planet while they're overworking it. And eventually, you'll see there, 56.25. Of course, your homeworld starts out mostly depleted, because they don't care about the environment or really anything. They're kind of savage. But when a planet becomes depleted, then it only provides half of its normal yields. So basically, planets are like, you get a ridiculous amount of, you know, FIDS off of a planet until it's depleted, and then after it gets depleted, it sucks. Which consequently means you have to keep constantly conquering new systems to replace how crappy your systems are, right? If you just make your own little home, you're going to deplete everything real quick and then suck. So, other special things about the Cravers, their government is an autocracy, which is not quite the same as dictatorship, although it is in the same sense of dictatorship. You know, you are always going to have, just pick militarists. I mean, you can force them into something else, but Cravers are terrible at being peaceful. They really are. And the other thing about Cravers is you can never make peace with anyone. You are eternally at war, no matter what. You can be at Cold War or you can be at Hot War, and those are your only 2 choices, right? So Cravers are very, very much oriented towards military conquest. Now, another important thing to know about Cravers is you've got, I mean, you start off with one Harashim on your system, but also the things you conquer, the enemy citizens of things you conquer on your thing. Every citizen population type you have who is not a Craver is a slave. And every slave generates unhappiness. For whatever reason, the slaves don't approve of being slaves. So that's unhappiness. But you have a thing that you can do as the Cravers, which is called the feeding pits, where what you do is you send 1 slave to the feeding pits, and all your Cravers eat them, and you get 25 approval and food for 5 turns, because your regular Cravers, you know, the only citizens who matter, are really enjoying this fabulous buffet you have provided them. And so that is an important thing to do with managing happiness, is because the more slaves you have, the more, you see there, -10, because I only have 1. The more slaves you have, the more unhappiness they'll generate. So sacrificing slaves regularly to the feeding pits is important for happiness management. Anyway, so let's get started, shall we? First thing I'm going to do, even though you'll have noticed in most of my LPs I've sent my first hero to be on a system governor, Cravers, the first guy you get is a guardian, and also we're going full military. So I'm going to have this guy go on a fleet. And of course, you see his hero ship is not the 6 speed of the other scout thing. So let's upgrade the hero ship real quick. Just give it another engine so it can keep up, and toss some armor on there. So that'll be good for the start here. And looking at, all right, we got 3 pathways we can go. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send 1 scout that way, another scout that way. You find anything? Okay, no, neither of them have found anything yet. And I will send the colonist down the middle, so if whatever's in the middle sucks, it can either go to whatever this guy finds or whatever this guy finds. After which time, it is important to know that searching curiosities with probes provides hero experience to the hero in that fleet. So I am going to, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a drone network up for basic growth and whatever. And then after that, I'm going to get a scout ship, start that building. And I'm going to try and, you know, potentially see whatever we've got, like have this hero's fleet, like search, you know, curiosities here, and be in a position where more scout ships can join up with him to make the hero's fleet bigger. Whereas the scout ship that does not have a hero in it will probably, I'll just keep sending him farther and farther out without any plans to rendezvous and grow the power of that fleet. Oh, and I forgot to get technology. Well, first thing I'm going to get is additional science, and then yeah, planetary landscaping for food. Alright, and okay, Tylus is a gas giant with no curiosities. That's kind of lame. Well, you keep on searching. Can't settle anything in Kuyos. Ash, lava, gas burning. Well, that's a high industry system, potentially, once I get the technology to go there. Looks like Nos is settleable, so I will send my colony ship to go in that direction. What do we got here for... Also, no curiosities here. Alright, well, again, let's search down this way and then send him over to Kuyos. Has no curiosities either. What's with that? Well, whatever. I don't want him to get too far away from the home system so we can get more scavengers in the hero fleet. So we'll go this way and see what we find. Ooh! Oh, the planet Vale. Oh, unique planet with 1 billion food. Yeah, that's way better than the Nos system. All right, I'll settle that first. Alright, send a fleet to destroy the hostile Craver vessel, or a fleet to intercept the hostile Craver vessel. I would actually rather get 60 Jade Onyx right now than Titanium, truth be told. Jade Onyx is, of the level 1 luxury resources, I consider that the most useful, especially for a faction like the Cravers who need to build lots of fleets. And, okay, it's not going to get there for one more turn, even though it looks like it's there. Well, let's see. Curiosities. And there's 1 curiosity, which I cannot search. That's very disappointing. We'll go this way, find out what's down there. Gemini has got curiosities to search. 50 dust. Eden incense. Okay, I got some Eden incense around here. That can be useful for passing laws and whatnot. And this guy, I'll send him down to Kuyos and possibly rendezvous with my hero fleet, like right here. In fact, depending, I might even have the other scavenger join up with them. But we'll see. Oh, look at this. These two pirates. Well, I'm not afraid of pirates. Look at that. I have a power of 242, and they only have a power of 79. You are free experience for Cretin Salutis, is what you are, two pirate ships. Die before my might. Yeah! Oh, oh! I lost the scout ship. Oh. Alright, well, this scavenger is definitely gonna, when he gets to the system, he's gonna turn around and rendezvous with the hero, because while he's flying around alone, he cannot even probe things, and that's just a real shame. And yes, I would like to colonize that faster. Let's get things rolling on Vale. And let's see, 82 production for 82 production cost. That's convenient, isn't it? Yeah, I will keep getting those out. I think this next scavenger, I'm going to send him down to see what's over here. Potential settlement stuff. In fact, you, sir... Yeah, just go down to this system. Rendezvous with Captain Probeface. And since it's the very start of the game, I would like experience on the fleet he commands. Whoa! Wow, I got a good start. Psychic Goja is right there. It's two unique planets right in the midst of one another. Merge them. Boy, and there's two pirates here, and one part of me is like, yeah, I should kill them, and the other part of me is like, what if I lose the fleet? What if I lose the ship again, like I did last time? I feel like the next thing I want to settle is get a guy down to Psychic Goja, though, because that's another one of those unique planets with really strong yields, and I'm gonna need to just turn around, rendezvous, and when he's got two ships, that'll be even better. So. Yeah, and Pupa, although actually, upon warp drive, let's upgrade to another Pupa. It's got more move speed. I mean, it really does not matter what faction you're playing. Like, upgrading engines on your colony ship so it can get places faster is like always a thing you want to do very early in the game, like almost as quick as you can. Alright, somebody else produced 100 deaths in a single star system. Probably some Lumeris jerk. We're not here for economic achievements. We're here for war. What is it good for? Absolutely everything. Feed the hive! Feed the hive! You know, I'm role playing a bit too much here. Sorry. Alright, now you go down and kill those pirates that are orbiting around Psychic Goja. And I forgot to research again. Alright, let's get some more Hyperion capture here. And then I'm actually going to go straight for baryonic shielding because I want to improve my curiosity detection. Because I have not detected a whole lot of curiosities around here. Eventually I need to get out there to my Craver fleet. But again, especially on endless difficulty, you need to get a bunch of systems out very fast if you want your industry to keep up with what the AI is capable of. Ooh, here's a 5-planet. Oh, 5-planet with lots of anomalies. Yeah. XP on the ship. 2 vision range on my guy. Alright, more Eden Incense. Eden Incense, that is likely to be something I use for system developments. Alright, well, I'm going to just build another pupa right after that. So I'm going to go for Psychagogia and Phaeton, because that's a 5-planet system. Alright, now... I searched the Curiosity first in case it made my hero level up, but it did not make my hero level up. Now you guys are going to die, and I should be able to do it without losing Scavenger. Yeah, that's more like it. And now he levels up. Let's make him 10% more projectile weapon damage. That's just really good. Cravers get that in their first tier. Vodiani heroes buff energy weapons, and Craver heroes buff physical weapons. Projectile, I suppose, perhaps I should say. Alright, Colony on Sinius. Let's get drone networks up, and another scavenger. At this point, I have not researched more advanced things, but scavengers are still decent soldier ships, and getting fleets out is always helpful. Okay, Jade Onyx. And what was that second one? Epistis population. Those would be quite tasty in my slave pits. And yeah, I want to go that way so that the scavenger I build here in Zinnius can meet up with them and bolster this fleet further. Ooh, looks like we found somebody's borders. Perhaps my first victim? Let's fly in and see. Planet Tianha. New to the... Who are these guys? Oh, Horatio. I'm next to Horatio.
Be content. Fortune smiles, for Horatio is willing to speak with you.
I bet his flesh is tender, delicious for steak making. Yeah, and because I've got a border over there, I'm actually going to send this first pupa over to Phaeton. I don't know if he's going to get to Esh first or I am. I can't colonize Arid or Ash yet, but Phaeton I can colonize, and that's a 5-planet system. Should be a good place to build fleets for invading Horatio.
Horatio doubts your motives and your ethics.
You know, the funny thing is,
We
I'm not
also
even...
deplore your lack of refinement.
Lack of refinement. I'm a space cyber bug monster. I don't care about refinement, dickbag. No, it's funny because, of course, the real reason I'm
Your
blockading...
offensiveness drives Horatio to anger and
The real reason I'm... Okay, well, they left. That's probably even deeper in his territory, and I'm not sure I want him to close his borders just yet, so I'm going to keep searching around. Interestingly, the demand disappeared. That's weird. I guess that's some kind of a bug. Right. Let's, I gotta build a cerebral reality next because I'm running out of dust generation. See that? I've got 30 military upkeep already. It's a fine line you walk as early game Cravers, unfortunately. You know, after which I think I'm gonna... How many turns to colonize a Terran? 2? Well, Yeah, no, I'm gonna build the interplanetary no. Oh, 80, 70. Okay, that'll be a total of. Oh, I see, 140, and I have a little bit of surplus left over. I gotcha. Well, I'm gonna go for the Terran planet, and because the interplanetary transport, it's +1 per citizen on regular planets, but +3 per citizen on planets that have strategic resources, and this guy has got strategic resources. Also, quickly colonizing that will mean I'll start earning titanium and hyperium, so. Make a choice. I'm gonna ignore, because I can live with losing 10 approval, but I do not want to lose 15 industry. Oh. Alright, Hisho and the Bonnie system. Battle at Bonnie. Yeah, I'm gonna retreat from that. And you see Horatio is blockading me like some kind of horrible, horrible person. Which means I gotta get guys over there to do something about this blockade. Alright, militarists. What else would I do with militarists as the Cravers? Oh, +2 Calgaros on my system.
Offensiveness drives Horatio.
+2 Calgaros on my system Zinnius. How convenient. That will make a good snack in my slave pits. Actually, no. I'm gonna get another scavenger out. This Horatio blockade cannot stand. And there's a pirate lair in Gemini, which I will deal with at some point. Thankfully, he's got one. You look at his revealer, you see that is a strength of 37 compared to my scavengers have a strength of 72. Like, Cravers scout ships are a lot stronger than everyone else's starting scout ship. So for conflicts like this, I'm well suited to deal with them. +1 Hiroshims. Space battles in progress on the... Oh, I didn't get him there at the same time. That's unfortunate. Regardless, okay, he's all energy, so 55% hull plating absorption doesn't do anything. But I don't have shields to take advantage of power to shields, and I'm not planning on that guy dying. Well, on the off chance that he does, I'll select revive and rebuild, but... Grave defeat? That's crap. Well, I got 15 dust for that. Alright, other scavenger, finish off this Horatio scout. Yeah, there we are. That's more like.
Your offensiveness drives Horatio to anger
yeah, I
and
refuse to stop
distraction.
attacking you because I want to keep attacking. I mean,
Your offensive drives
Alright.
Horatio to anger and distraction.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will use that to steal from my opponent's outpost. Which, conveniently enough, I'm actually going to not send these other ships there, because the more ships you have in the blockade, the more it interferes with the enemy colony. And if I got to the point where he's got negative growth and it dies, then I'll just have a starting colony here on the Boreal planet. But if he's still trying to make a colony in 3 turns, and that's still there, I get both of those planets. So, just this one guy is good enough to ensure that my colony pops out first, and, yeah. And looks like there is a pirate fleet coming to Zinnias, so I will have my hero and his 3 scavengers stand guard. Boy, look at that, minus 40 from slave drivers. I better kill some of these slaves. Actually, I'm gonna get the scavenger out first, just to make the hero fleet slightly stronger. But yeah, killing slaves. I can't let those unruly slaves cause me any more trouble. Similarly, feeding pits over here. Okay, now, off-world agribusiness. Even though it says Xenosynergy enables diplomacy with minor civilizations, Eternal War prevents me from having diplomacy with minor civilizations. I cannot ever praise them or do their quest or anything. The only way I can gain favor with them is searching curiosities in their system still works like it does for the other factions. However, this technology here is just not going to be doing you a whole lot of good unless you want to start building infinite supermarkets, which right now I'm pretty content to be getting my approval from feeding pets. I think I'm going to go for multi-thread management because I'd like to be able to buy out constructions with dust now that I've got a better dust production going on here. Empire lacks manpower to fill my troops and fleets. Yeah, I want a free technology. And the pirates, of course, they're all energy damage, and I don't have any energy shields. Alright, decisive victory. Ships are... Oh yeah, it's the hero ship that took damage, which I cannot repair. Alright, let's see. Who's got... There's 2 curiosities there in Yakima. Huyos still has none I can search. Gemini has 1, and the pirate lair is there. I didn't really have the manpower to invade it as of yet, but... Yeah, I'm gonna go to Yakima, and I'm gonna search those curiosities. Oh! Well, that's convenient. Just 20 free approval and 10% more dust for 15 turns. Increases the pacifist political ideology. Yeah, that's gonna happen with the Cravers for sure, buddy. Yeah, so 1 more turn, and I get these 2 planets. Speaking of... Oh, and yeah, Savannah. I already have the tech to colonize Savannah because I wanted better curiosity detection. Alright, yeah, I would like to colonize Arid. I'm going to go through rare earth foams first because you see these lines here. If you have the technology earlier on a line, it makes it quicker to research the technology later on the line, so... Key show population, 20 titanium, alright. Gaikon, any new curiosities here? Nope. What about you? Nope. Well, I'm gonna keep seeing what's further down this way. There's another empire over here. There's that blue border. And Esh, he's going for the desert planet there. Phaeton. Oh, okay. Good event. Dense atmosphere. Nice, nice. Alright. One thing to keep in mind is one slave is, of course, very manageable. That's only -10. But you don't usually want to eat your last slave. Because if there's only Cravers on the system, the next population will always be more Cravers. And if you have no slaves, you can't use the feeding pits, and that actually substantially slows down your growth if you can't use feeding pits. So never eat your last slave. Always make sure to keep at least one. And yeah, I'll just colonize that other planet. I would love to build. Thankfully, I got the tech for those. It was the free tech I got was freaking efficient shielding, which unlocks the basic soldier ship. And I definitely want to start building fleets of those because I want to start having a war with Horatio as soon as possible. But right now, as you can see, I have got to get myself a little bit more manpower generation rolling. Alright, industrial infrastructure, public-private partnerships, colonize Savannah, and search the Curiosity. I will repair this ship. And then I will send it down to Esh for some blockade goodness.
The Vodiani and our church acknowledge you.
Oh, light blue is Vodiani. Okay, well they tend to be pretty militaristic themselves. Ooh, Alpha. Looks like a pretty good system there. Oh, it has Jade Onyx and Hyperium. Yeah, I wanna, let's see, Kuyen. Okay. No, not Kuyen, it's up here. It's Gaikon. No, it's Kuyos, not Kuyen. Whatever. Whatever. Cravers are not educated. We're warriors. And I'm going to buy the pupa, and I'm going to send that down to Alva. Looks to me like this side of the galaxy is the available settlement zone. There's a guy here, a guy here. Wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody down here, too. But Alva has got Jade Onyx. I would really like Jade Onyx to be my level 2. I see Nihal has got that as well. So possibly a trade company at Forest with, subsidiary down in Alva or, whatever's a little farther down this line. But that's a 4-planet system with Jade Onyx, and I would like to settle it. And keep searching. Yeah, blockade those Horatios. Okay, that doesn't stop that. It'll just slow it down. Gonna have to get more ships to make that blockade more effective. Cransalutis, increase your damage even more. Oh, forgot to get research. Colonizing Ash might be convenient. I'm going to tell you what I really... Oh, no, I can't get up here for the improved food to manpower buildings. Although, yeah, I think more food, definitely the way to go. And I don't know if there's any step planets I want to colonize immediately, but upgrading my scout ships with better probe bays can be convenient. And then I think I'm going to go Astro Finance for money. Alright, backtrack the paths of heroes by exploring 5 atmospheric curiosities. Be the first to control at least 4 star systems in the same constellation. Oh, well, aren't you special dark green player who I haven't met? It's not like I'm gonna have 4 systems in one more turn. Yep, one more turn. Ah! I mean, it's not a big deal that I didn't get that, but the fact that they beat me by 1 turn is always going to be a little frustrating. Whether it's important or not. Ooh, and Pardalis also has Jade Onyx. Alright, yeah, definitely Forest to Pardalis would be a good trade route. I'm going to have to do something about the pirate fort on Gemini to stop them from fucking up that trade route. But that's, I mean, the Cravers, I'm militaristic. I'm going to start transitioning into building some fleets here very soon. Got titanium. New population collection bonus. That's just, yeah, they're more militaristic. Okay, that's not a useful one. The 10 is always a political effect, and when you're Cravers, like, the election, quote unquote, is not ever something you're apprehensive about. It's always gonna be militarists. Like, the militarist party tends to be pretty powerful as every faction, but when you're the Cravers, it's, like, not even worth, like, imagining that it would be something else. Alright, yeah, 2% resource generation, plus 2 strategic resource generation, not 2%. Okay, that and that. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy another pupa, and I'm gonna send that down to Pardalis. Alright, back on my home world. Xenotourism agencies is nice. I don't have any electric resources here. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Do I need? Could make another pupa and send it down to Nihal. It's a step planet with Jade Onyx. No, I'll probably build the pupa for that in Gaikon a little later. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna build in Forest is I'm going to build 6 slicers. Actually, I'm gonna do a chain gang program and then build 6 slicers so that I have manpower for them. Yep. Infinite supermarkets may be worthwhile in a little bit. Colonize snow, plus 5 on all planets, that's good. Luxury lottery, colonize ash. Well, truthfully, I think big data shipyards and I'm gonna get these basic laser and slug weapon upgrades here real quick. And then after that, I think, enhance soldier class hall and improve my manpower production. I'm going to get that, so we're going to start dealing with some military technologies. First to have 8 planets colonizing
Your
my empire.
offensiveness drives Horatio to anger and
No, I
distraction.
refuse.
Your offensiveness drives Horatio to anger.
Ooh, Vodiani is trying to leech my population. That son of a bitch. Okay, well, it's mutinous. So I'm going to do a feeding pits, and then you guys better start working on a fleet, too. Kill those stupid Vodiani trying to leech from me. In fact, I think these guys in Forest, I'm probably going to send them to deal with the Vodiani first. I know your original plan was to settle Alva, but I'm going to send you down to Pardalis because this guy can get there in one turn, and then I can start settling both of these. Tundra or Savannah? I'm going to go on the Savannah for the Jade Onyx. Oh, capture, assimilate a new population type. Well, that I think it's going to be capture. And you guys get moving. The other two will catch up in a minute. Oh, Vodiani scout. Let's slaughter it. Yeah, decisive victory. That's my favorite kind of victory. Ooh, the Pictor system. Reveal all the hidden isolated nodes. Improved ion torpedoes. I like that. That's good. I get that for free without researching, and I already have 158 titanium, so I can get some pretty strong missiles on my ships starting almost immediately. Alright, Pictor. Yeah, that definitely looks like something I want to settle. A positron. You know, I'm going to send him back to just in case the Vodiani send a leecher down around here. He's just going to sit on Gaikon and be ready to defend. Meanwhile, my hero fleet will continue building up experience via exploration. Alright, militarists are elected again in an election result that surprises no one. Alright, killed the leecher. What's that? Oh, those guys actually do have projectile attacks. Alright, so hull plating. Yeah, better retreat. Oh, outcome. I searched the most curiosities. Good. Alright. Okay, that's in the center area of the galaxy, which I have not really got. Okay, infinity amount of time to finish that colony. That's good. And I'm going to send these two to rendezvous with that, make a fleet of 6, and this guy will sit here waiting for reinforcement. Battle at Kuyos against these two prowlers. Not afraid. Good, a decisive victory. It's my favorite kind of victory. Alright, more Jade Onyx. Oh, I'm out of probes here. Well, whatever that last curiosity is, it can't be that important. And looking at the time, I think this is a good spot to break us off for part 1. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in part 2, in which we start exterminating pirates and hopefully invading Horatio here.